Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Today, we're going to be diving into how everything that you see, the lens that you look at, like your perspective on things, all this shit reflects the standards that you hold yourself to, right? Like look around you, like in your life right now, like and take a metaphorically look, like obviously because I'm asking you around, you might not see no one, you might be alone, you might be in the car, you might be, I don't know where you're at listening to this or maybe watching this, but as metaphorically speaking, right? Look around your life, right? And think about your career, think about your health, think about your relationships, think about your mindset, right? Like everything that you see through your eyes directly reflects the standards that you hold yourself to, right? So if you want a better future, you must raise the bar today, not tomorrow, not later, not next week. Today, if you want a better future, stop putting this shit aside. Stop telling yourself excuses. Stop telling you all this fucking bullshit ass lies while you can't do the things that you need to do and raise your fucking standard. You see, high standards shape your success, and high standards dictate your future. So when you take control of your destiny, means that starting today, you're going to be able to raise your fucking standards. So when you raise your standards, you raise the possibilities of what you are willing to allow in your life. And so the unbreakable law is that you get what you fucking tolerate, right? It's very simple. And it's a fucking principle that it is simple, but it's so challenging to consistently operate on, right? Because we're human beings, right? And we want to be comfortable. We want to be comfy, right? And raising your standards means that you're always out of your comfort zone. You always want more. You're always pushing. You're always looking for that next level. You're always seeing how you can fucking level up. You're always seeing how you could do more and you could be more, right? And so your life is the sum of what you allow. Your life is the sum of what you expect. Your life is the sum of what you demand of yourself. So if you demand of yourself high standards, then you will create success in your life. If you tolerate showing up late to work, for example, or if you tolerate eating junk food, for example, or if you tolerate fucking always making of an excuse of why you can't do the things that you want to fucking do, then those habits become your reality. If you hold yourself to the highest standards of, like say, punctuality, if you hold yourself to the highest standards of having fucking discipline, if you hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity as a fucking man, then your future follows suit. You see, high performers don't rely on motivation. They rely on non-negotiable standards. They hold themselves to the highest, utmost standards, and then they operate, they live by on those principles. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be more challenging. Yes, it's going to suck most of the time, but that's what separates you from the rest. That's why extraordinary has the word extra in it, because you have to do extra to be extraordinary. Otherwise, you're going to be ordinary. So your standards are really just the ceiling of your potential. So if you have low standards, your potential is going to be very low. If you have high standards, your ceiling of your potential becomes very high. So no one raises to their goals. They actually fall to the level of their standards. That's a deep fucking saying right there. I'm going to repeat it because I want you to engrave it and for it to go deep in yourself and to really just tattoo that bitch in your fucking mind. No one rises to their goals, right? And so that means if you have high goals, you don't rise to your goals. What happens is that you fall to the level of your standards. So if you have low standards, you're going to have low goals. If you have high standards, there's a high possibility that you're going to fucking have high goals and you're going to have high achievements and you're going to create a lot of success for yourself in your life, right? It's like a race car driver doesn't just aim to win, right? He sets standards for daily training. He sets standards for driving with precision. He sets standards for having high preparation. He sets standards for having a high performing vehicle. He sets standards to fucking operate on a high level so that he can be a fucking winner. And so the victory is just a byproduct of the work that they put in. Your goals are what you want. Your standards are who you are, right? So if your standard is to, like, say, for example, never skip a workout, then you're going to be fit. If your standard is to give 100% at work, then you will be fucking successful. But if your standard is to always make up an excuse, then you're always going to fall short on the things that you want to do. If your standard is to say, give in to the bullshit lies and the limiting beliefs that we put ourselves in our fucking head, then you're always going to hold yourself back. You're always going to play to a level that is not to your greatest potential. Raise your standards in all areas of your life. Stop fucking compromising, right? The life that you want is out there. You can achieve it, but you have to raise your standards. You have to make sacrifices. You have to become a man that is greater than the one you are today, because if you could fucking do the things that you could want to do today, then you would not need to change, right? But in your... I'm gonna take a deep breath right here because I'm just pissed off today. I'll be straight up. I've had a shitty day and I didn't really want to do this, but I want to show up because this is my standards and I'm fucking doing what I say I'm gonna do. And I'm hoping that you're feeding off of this energy and you could take it with you and use some of this anger that I have so that you can fucking raise your standards, so you can stop allowing the bullshit in your life to hold you back, right? We all make up excuses. We all go through shitty days. We all have things that we don't like. But the difference between high performers, high achievers, people who fucking create success for their life is that they don't let the excuses hold them back. They don't compromise. They fucking do what they say they're going to do no matter how they fucking feel, right? So raise your standards, and that's how you start raising the success that you create for yourself in your life. So excellence is not compartmentalized, right? If you allow mediocrity in one area of your life, it's going to bleed into other areas of your life. That's why I'm such a believer in how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? And so today, I didn't feel like doing this shit. I've been having a shitty day, right? So if I would have said, fuck it, I'm not going to do this today, I'm going to lower my standards of what I hold myself accountable to, right? And so I had it on my schedule. My calendar is full. I actually have a fucking full ass week. And if I don't get this done today, this is going to get pushed off to the weekend. And I am not going to let that happen. I raise my standards. If I don't fucking feel like it, guess what? I suck it up and I fucking do it anyway. Fuck your feelings, right? As a matter of fact, I did an episode about this not too long ago. And so many of us give in to our feelings. And I'm a victim to that too, right? But I'm working on that and I'm getting better. And the more I say, fuck my feelings, and I commit and I do the things that I say I'm going to do, and I hold myself accountable to the calendar that I set on Sunday night and the week that I planned, is the more success that I create, is the more progress that I create in my life, because I fucking made it a plan and I stick to the fucking plan, right? Not because I didn't feel like it, I didn't show up. Not because I didn't feel like it, I started compromising. No, we don't compromise. We make things happen no matter what. Fuck it if you don't feel like it. If you want better for yourself, if you want a success in your life, if you want to level up, then it's going to take being uncomfortable. It's going to take fuck your feelings. It's going to take showing up no matter what happens in your life to create the things that you said you were going to create, because that's how we operate. We don't compartmentalize. We don't give into mediocrity. We don't let that bleed into other areas of your life. How we do one thing is how we do everything. And so we operate at 150%. We don't fucking compromise. It doesn't matter if we don't feel like it, we still fucking show up. You see, a man who holds himself to the highest fucking standards in his career, in his health, in his fitness, in all areas, in his relationships, in his mindset, he sets himself apart from all the other motherfuckers who don't have a high standard, right? So if you have a low standard on this, right? If you compromise, if you don't hold yourself to the higher standards, then you're going to set yourself up for failure. Your fucking health is going to be shitty. Your relationships are going to be shitty. Your fucking mindset is going to be shitty. When things get hard, you're going to be like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to give up. You're going to make up an excuse, right? Your career is going to be shitty because you're not going to want to show up on time. And actually, you're not going to want to show up early. You're not going to want to leave late. You're not going to want to do the extra effort because you don't fucking feel like it, because something pissed you off, because something has you all up in your feelings. Fuck your feelings. If you want to produce, if you want to create success in your life, if you want to be a high performer, then you need to fucking raise your standards, right? True high performers hold all aspects of their life, their health, their mindset, their finances, their spirituality, their relationships to a fucking championship level. Success isn't a part-time job. It's an all-time fucking standard. So what are the standards that you have for yourself in your life, right? And my question for you here today is really, what is one standard in your life that needs to be raised immediately, right? And so in other words, like, what are you tolerating that is keeping you from your full potential? What do you keep making excuses about that you keep putting aside, right? How can you raise your standard today so that you can start creating the success you want in your life? And then my challenge really is, for the next week, I want you to set a no compromise challenge in one area of your life. I'd fucking even go ahead and say in all fucking areas of your life, but let's start small so that you can make sure that you show up. In one area of your life, choose it, whether it be your body, and your workouts, or how you feed yourself and your fuel, whether it be in your being, right, in your mindset and your spirituality, whether it be in your relationships, your relationship with your wife, with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers, whether it be in your business, in your career, how you show up at work, how you show up for your business, how you show up to make money, how you show up for your side gig. What is one area that you can fucking take on this no compromise challenge, right? And maybe it might be, oh, fuck it, I'm going to wake up today and this whole next week at 5 a.m. It's funny that I put that there because I'm on week 2 at 4 a.m., right? I had that 5 a.m. locked in for a minute now, and it was time to level up. It was time to increase. It was time to do more and be more, right? And so today is, I'm on week 2, right, of doing the 4 a.m. thing. And it's easy to wake up at 4 a.m. when you go to sleep early, right? But when life is complicated, when you do have a lot of things going on, when the wife gets home late, right, you got to stick to the routine. You got to stick to the plan, right, in order to you wake up at 4 a.m. long term, right? Because anyone could do it for 1-2 days, but you do it consistently, and that's when it shows you how committed you are to doing the things that you said you're going to fucking do. So maybe for you is waking up early. Maybe for you is waking up earlier. Maybe it's at 5 a.m. Maybe it's at 4 a.m. Shit, maybe it's at fucking 3 a.m. Whatever it takes, right? Maybe it's for you to start eating clean. Maybe for you to stop fucking limiting the excuses. Whatever it is, commit to the no compromise challenge, right? And prove to yourself that you can hold the line and set tone for your fucking future. Let's go fucking get to work, because we got a lot of work to do. And my final thought here really is, your future is not determined by luck. It's not determined by talent. It's not determined by your motivation. Your future is determined by your fucking standards. And the man who refuses to lower his standards is the man who cannot be fucking stopped. So hold yourself to the highest level in everything that you fucking do, and the future will take care of itself, my friend. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. By any chance you still haven't subscribed yet? Yo, what the fuck you waiting for, man? Go ahead and smash that button already, so you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, if you resonated with today's message, if you're all about raising your fucking standards, do me a favor, share this on your story. Make sure that you tag me at Wide Open Randy, because those are the actions that help more gearheads to hear and see about this podcast. And ultimately, that's how our community grows. Catch up with you on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.